Hi, I'm Deadpool, the other jolly guy in a red suit with a lap worth sitting on, here to tell you happy holidays.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Ryan Reynolds just revealed that he filmed some brand new holiday-themed material set after the events of Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe he leaked it on purpose. He is the master of marketing stuff. Marvel should just let him market all their movies. There's some specific clues in the background of his pictures that he released that reveal what's going on, I think, and separately Rob Liefeld commented on it, giving a little more context to what might be going on. Since I know everybody's been asking for a Deadpool Christmas special for a long time, Ryan Reynolds also revealed that there was a Deadpool Christmas movie that he completely worked out that got canceled at the last minute. They literally just did a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. A Deadpool one would do 10 times better. So if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. And since they just released the Blu-ray, I'm giving away a couple copies. All you have to do to enter is just let me know what kind of a Deadpool Christmas special you want to see. These are the specific teasers that he dropped. In the first scene, he's wearing the new Deadpool suit that we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine without his mask on, after just having filmed something, saying that it was fun today, and this was posted last week, late October, meaning that it was a brand new thing that he filmed as Deadpool in character. It's not meant to be a deleted scene from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. The background behind him is a little blurred, but based on the other images, this is just meant to be the background of the stages where they filmed Blind Al's apartment scenes for Deadpool and Wolverine. And notice the song on his post is Nat King Cole's Love. The Nat King Cole will be important in a second. This next picture is a little more telling. It's inside Blind Al's apartment with Leslie Uggams in her Blind Al costume, meaning that she filmed some new scenes with him as Blind Al. And here's the really important detail. Zoom and enhance behind them, you see Christmas decorations up all over the place. A Santa Claus, holly, Christmas lights, all over the apartment. You probably even noticed the Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn bucket in the background too, meaning that Deadpool has since seen the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, like he's seen his own movie. During the film, he actually references that he knows that he's part of a fictional movie. His caption says, "Got to see Leslie Uggams again," and this was him seeing her again for a new scene that they filmed together. Like I said, this is something brand new. The other behind-the-scenes picture he posted is a green screen picture from the same stuff they were filming, just from a different angle, with production crew member shouting out something called Richie's Garden Pickles. I don't know if this is a product in real life, or if it's just part of whatever jokes they filmed with Deadpool in the scene. The other person who's in the picture with him here too was someone who worked on the Deadpool and Wolverine movie earlier this year. This scene here is from earlier this year, not the brand new stuff that he just filmed. Then a little while after he filmed these pictures, Rob Liefeld commented on it, saying that they were part of a holiday Christmas themed thing that Ryan Reynolds was doing for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, like something in addition to the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. So it seems like they filmed some special Christmas themed stuff that they'll release in November. Like he said that they would be dropping this relatively soon. So I think he was talking about the holiday season, meaning November essentially. And it's meant to tie back in with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, be connected to that. Maybe some special variants of the movie that they'll be selling, because they basically did a version of this with the Deadpool 2 movie, turning it into a brand new holiday-themed movie. But I don't know if they're going to go full Once Upon a Deadpool with Deadpool and Wolverine, like if they'll actually release a PG-13 cut of the movie with a bunch of new scenes. They might have just filmed a little bit of stuff and made it Christmas themed because they're releasing the new stuff during the Christmas holiday season. Once Upon a Deadpool was a much bigger thing where they filmed all the extra Fred Savage stuff, turned it into more of an actual Christmas theme version of Deadpool 2 that was PG-13 that they released in theaters. The funny thing about this Deadpool Christmas special is that the actor who plays Dopinder, Karen Sony, actually revealed that there was a Deadpool and Wolverine Christmas movie that they were going to make at one point. Ryan Reynolds also talked about this too. There were a couple different versions of it, like a couple different Deadpool Christmas movies.
It was the week before Christmas, and all around town, b-ball fans were dying to watch LeBron, Steph, and Russell throw down.
Should bring back the short shorts. Who wears short shorts? I do. I wear short
A
shorts.
basketball miracle, right here on Christmas Day, stuffed into our stockings by the jolly NBA. Join us for games. Oh, and something else cool. In between all the dunks, a sneak peek of Deadpool.
We hope you've been nice.
The most recent version of it that they were going to do was ready to go, but it was before Hugh Jackman had signed on to come back as Wolverine, so Wolverine wouldn't have been part of it. It was going to be a road trip Christmas-themed movie with Deadpool and Dopinder going across country, kind of like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which they heavily reference during Deadpool and Wolverine. Many different references to that movie. That's because it's one of Ryan Reynolds' favorite movies in real life. John Candy is one of his favorite comedians in real life, so that's why you see Ryan Reynolds talking about him so much in real life, and in the Deadpool movies you see so many John Candy references.
It was going to be originally a road trip movie where Deadpool tries to save Christmas, so we all go to the North Pole.
The Deadpool Christmas movie would have been much smaller in scope, and it would have taken the place of Once Upon a Deadpool, which was their consolation Christmas movie.
Why the holidays?
Thought it'd be fun.
Why PG-13?
It's a family movie, also money, also Disney.
But it wasn't really a legit Christmas movie, it was just a PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2 meant to be released so that they could earn more money, families could buy extra tickets for the younger kids that normally wouldn't have seen Deadpool 2 because it was rated R. And they just released it during that Christmas holiday later that same year in 2018. The plot of the Deadpool Christmas movie would have been much more about actual Christmas, like a legit Christmas movie, as in Deadpool versus Christmas, Deadpool versus Santa Claus, Deadpool saves Christmas kind of vibe. And the funny thing about Santa Claus is that he is a legit Marvel character. He's a very powerful Omega-level mutant. He's supposed to be one of the most powerful mutants on the planet. Like we talk about mutants coming into the MCU during Marvel Phase 4, Marvel Phase 5, Marvel Phase 6. We just met Namor inside Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and he's another mutant who's been alive for the past 500 years in the MCU, and we're just learning about him now. Santa Claus being a mutant is Marvel's way of explaining how he accomplishes all of his tasks that he does during Christmas night, bringing toys to everyone around the world. The biggest Deadpool versus Santa Claus story actually happened when a bunch of angry kids around the world hired Deadpool to kill Santa after Christmas comes and goes and nobody gets any toys. When Deadpool goes to actually kill him, he finds out that Roxanne is the real reason preventing Santa Claus from performing his task, giving everyone toys, so he goes and he gets rid of the problem at Roxanne, and then Santa lets Deadpool give out all the undelivered presents to all these kids, and it becomes more of a Deadpool saves Christmas kind of story. His very first appearance in Marvel was during 1954 during Strange Tales number 34, and it wasn't like a traditional Marvel Universe kind of story with characters that you normally recognize. It was just a random scientist encountering a version of Santa Claus in real life. He didn't really become an actual traditional Marvel character in this sense until Marvel's Holiday Special number 1 in 1991. The reason why Marvel made him a mutant is because around the 80s, early 90s, the X-Men were becoming the most popular comic at Marvel, most popular characters, so they're making crazy money on all their X-Men stuff. In fact, it was because of X-Men's popularity in the 90s, in that TV series, X-Men the Animated Series, that Fox decided to make the X-Men 2000 film. That was the one that they thought was the most commercially viable at the time because X-Men were so popular at the time, leading to the creation of Hugh Jackman's version of Wolverine in the first place. Because they were bringing in so many readers through their X-Men titles, Chris Claremont would do fun bonus one-off holiday types of stories. Really easy for brand new readers who weren't familiar with the continuity to just pick up. So you have like your main Phoenix arc sagas that are super popular, everybody loves them, but then you have all these new readers just jumping on with these one-offs. After he wound up leaving the title and Scott Lobdell took over, he wrote Marvel Holiday Special number 1 in 1991, and that's where he turned Santa Claus into an actual mutant inside the MCU. During that story, the X-Men are decorating the Christmas tree, celebrating the holiday at the X-Mansion, when Cerebro detects the most powerful mutant it's ever registered, and they discover that it winds up being Santa Claus, like he's a real person and secretly an Omega-level mutant. The X-Men follow the source of the signal before they know that it's Santa and find the Brotherhood of Mutants who also show up there getting the same type of signal. After they battle it out, Santa Claus shows up and uses his power to turn the Brotherhood of Mutants into action figures and then explains who he is and what his powers are. There have been a couple different types of stories with Santa Claus across Marvel Comics, but during this era, his powers were immortality, telepathy, telekinesis, teleportation, weather manipulation, matter and molecular manipulation, and gravity manipulation. So basically, he could destroy the entire planet, then completely rematerialize it and everyone in it with a snap of his fingers, to make an Infinity Gauntlet reference. Speaking of which, there is the famous story of Santa Claus wielding the Infinity Gauntlet that everybody points to. That's also a one-off Marvel holiday story that happened a little bit later, and during that story, it just picks up with Santa Claus already wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, fighting the Illuminati, and he's more the antagonist. Once they calm him down and he comes to his senses, he apologizes for what he's done and explains the only reason why he assembled the Infinity Gauntlet was so that he could perform all of his tasks as Santa Claus, delivering presents. And Iron Man winds up helping him out by making a bunch of Stark Tech reindeer bots that will help him do it, like a bunch of Iron Legion Ultron bots, but that are reindeer. The way Ryan Reynolds talked about his Deadpool Christmas movie made it sound like it wasn't like a really huge, really expensive type of movie. So I actually think that Marvel would be better off releasing it as a holiday special one-off in some future year, like the next couple of years at some point. Really good example of this was the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which was made to set up Guardians of the Galaxy 3, just generally a lighter tone, smaller movie. It's a little bit easier for Deadpool to get away with stories like that, especially the more jokey comedic stories, just because of the way the character is built. And the funny thing is that David Harbour, who is now Red Guardian in the MCU, he's going to be in the Thunderbolts movie in a big way. He just made a Christmas movie in real life where he plays a version of Santa Claus. It's called Violent Night, so it's more of like a hardcore Santa Claus. So it just feels like they have all the ingredients for like a really easy, really fun, one-off, small Deadpool holiday special Christmas type of movie. You may remember several years ago now when they released the first Deadpool movie, because it came out in February around Valentine's Day, they spent most of that previous Christmas holiday promoting the movie with the 12 Days of Deadpool. It was probably one of the best marketing campaigns I've ever seen. So prepare for a lot of deja vu, because it sounds like Ryan Reynolds is going to be releasing some special promos for whatever this Christmas-themed Deadpool thing that he's going to be doing during the holidays is. The other big upside to this for Marvel is that they've been trying to rein in a lot of their crazier budgets. Ryan Reynolds actually spent less money making Deadpool and Wolverine than they did making the She-Hulk TV series. That's right, less money to make Deadpool and Wolverine than She-Hulk. He even said one of the early versions of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie that he pitched to Kevin Feige was an ultra low-budget indie movie that they would have done for under $10 million. In order to keep the budget that low, they would have had to film the entire movie inside Blind Al's apartment. But if Marvel actually does make a Deadpool Christmas movie or Deadpool holiday special, let me know in the comments what you want them to do during that. Which other characters do you want to see from the MCU? They could just do it with a couple of Deadpool characters. You don't need a ton of characters for that. Or they could turn into a much larger thing like that original Marvel holiday special where they introduce Santa as an Omega-level mutant. Seriously, it'd almost be a bad idea for them not to try something like that. Everybody click here for my full deleted scenes video, Easter eggs from the bonus features. There's so much stuff that they cut out of this movie. There's like a whole other movie inside this movie. And click here for my Venom: The Last Dance post-credit scene video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one in maximum effort.